White flag is raised. That off in the Neville Hotels Novice Chase, Grade 1 over 3 miles. Short run to the first of 15 fences. Ashdale Bob made a mistake at the first. Mr. Incredible has failed to jump off with him. Going to the second, the first ditch. And it's Run Wild Fred, the white cap, on the ropes alongside. Followed over this one by Fury Road, who took it well, landed with a fraction in advantage. Bacardi's is close up on the inside, the grey Vanier. And Max Flamingo on to the next, fence number 3. And spread across the fence, it's Run Wild Fred and the white cap, taking them on to the 4th. Closely followed by Bacardi's. Vanier's moved up to them. Then on the ropes, and Fury Road, Max Flamingo and Ashdale Bob at the rear of a tightly grouped field, who come across to the next ditch, which is number 4. With the white disc planted in the middle of the last fence. 2 more to take them back to the winning post before embarking on a circuit of the course. Run Wild Fred over the second ditch by half a length to the grey Vanier. And then Bacardi's on the inside, who has run some of his best races around here. Fury Road and On the Ropes, and Max Flamingo and Ashdale Bob. On now to the next, taking them into the straight for the first time. Turning in, spread across the track. On the ropes, the blue cap joins stable companion Bacardi's, Run Wild Fred and Vanier, followed by Fury Road, Max Flamingo and Ashdale Bob. About to go around the omitted fence in the straight. They've 6 negotiated, little between Vanier and Run Wild Fred, runaway winner of the Troy Town. Then Bacardi's and the Stars, and On the Ropes, Ashdale Bob, the green colours on the inside of Max Flamingo, and knocked back to the rear is Fury Road. A circuit of race and 9 fences left to jump. Run Wild Fred and Davy Russell, half a length in front of Vanier and Keith Donoghue. A trio contesting the 3rd spot. Bacardi's Danny Mullins, On the Ropes Paul Townend, and Fury Road Jack Kennedy, followed by Ashdale Bob Sean O'Keefe, and just the back marker is Max Flamingo and Paddy O'Hanlon. On now to the first of 2 past the stands. Run Wild Fred jumped to right of centre. On the inside is Vanier, followed by Fury Road, who's worked back up to the pace. And then On the Ropes, Bacardi's, Ashdale Bob, Max Flamingo. At this fence, they've passed the halfway stage. Again, all fencing well. Good run back to the fences in the back straight. And racing wide apart, Run Wild Fred and Vanier. On the ropes, just 3rd from Fury Road. Then Bacardi's Ashdale Bob and Max Flamingo. A little over 1.2 miles to go. 7 fences left to jump in the Grade 1 Neville Hotels Novice Chase. Vanier and Run Wild Fred have opened up a 3-length. Run Wild Fred made a very bad mistake there. Didn't see that fence at all, but it didn't knock too much of a stir out of Run Wild Fred. Leads by less than a length to Vanier. 3 lengths to Fury Road, and On the Ropes, Max Flamingo, Bacardi's and Ashdale Bob. Over the fence, which was their first, Run Wild Fred had a good cut of that one and extended his lead over Fury Road, Vanier. On the Ropes, Max Flamingo's picked up a bit of ground, and Bacardi's and Ashdale Bob. Second last ditch, 7 furlongs to go. Run Wild Fred, the leader from Vanier, who just got into that fence and pushed away from it. And then Fury Road, Max Flamingo. On the ropes, Bacardi's and Ashdale Bob. Second last on the far side. 4 left to jump, matching strides. Run Wild Fred and Vanier over half a length between them. Fury Road has raced onto their heels in 3rd. Max Flamingo in touch in 4th. Then On the Ropes and Bacardi's, and they've gone away from ridden along Ashdale Bob. at the last on the far side. 3 from the finish. Run Wild Fred up and over with a fractional advantage from Vanier. In third place is Fury Road, and then Max Flamingo, who's followed by On the Ropes and Bacardi's. Heading to the final ditch. This is the second last now. Run Wild Fred and Vanier continuing 1 and 2. Fury Road is within striking distance in third, and then Max Flamingo On the Ropes and a gap back to Bacardi's as they make the run to the final fence. And it's Run Wild Fred in the lead from Vanier on the inside, now ridden along. Then Fury Road and Max Flamingo On the Ropes and Bacardi's at the last, and it's Run Wild Fred from Fury Road coming to challenge. Vanier is on the inside and is not to be ruled out as they turn in for the final 2.5 furlongs in the Neville Hotels Novice Chase, and it is Run Wild Fred, the white cap on the outside of Fury Road. It's the stable companions a couple of lengths in front of Vanier, and then Max Flamingo, Bacardi's and On the Ropes, and Fury Road has picked it up from Run Wild Fred. These two have raced away from Vanier and then Max Flamingo and Bacardi's, but it's Fury Road and Jack Kennedy clearing away from Run Wild Fred inside the final furlong, and it's Fury Road who's set for a top flight success over fences. It is Fury Road who's won it in great style from stable companion Run Wild Fred. Vanier's just held the third from Max Flamingo in fourth.
Great result for trainer Gordon Elliott here, a 1-2 in the Neville Hotels Novice Chase. Fury Road leading them home. Gordon, just how thrilled were you by what you saw from him today?
I was delighted, Gary. I was disappointed with him in Fairy House. I thought when he got there he half kind of put his head up and stopped. So I put the cheek piece on him and it seemed to work today. Jack was sweet with him. We rode him during the week. I was happy with him, but he disappointed me the last time. I'm not going to tell you a lie.
And it's not the first time he's disappointed either.
Yeah.
Has the feeling always been he's had a bit more to give than he's shown?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe I should have put cheek pieces on him earlier, but thankfully it worked today. Second horse in a great race. Didn't lose anything in defeat. Only he got bet, but this was a good race.
That's it. I mean, it was a really shocking blunder that Run Wild Fred made at that first fence down the back. How big an impact do you think that had in the final record?
I'd say, look, he jumped foot perfect out from that. I'd say the winner, the best horse, Fury Road would have won anyway, but I don't know what happened down the back. My horse and Gavin's horse seemed to do something at the fence, and thankfully might have took it straight away, where Gavin just luckily backed off a bit after.
What's your thought about future plans for these two horses?
Well, Fury Road, obviously he wants 3 miles, so you'd imagine he'll go for the RSA and
straight there.
He hasn't had many runs. We'll see. He might have another run, and Run Wild Fred has been busy enough. So look, you've RSA or you've National Hunt Chase with him, or there's a lot of nice races at home as well. But he probably has to go the greater route now because he's just too high in the handicap for them big races now.